Learn English through story. The quiet virtue of contentment. In the heart of a sprawling metropolis, where the hum of traffic and the glow of neon lights never ceased, lived a man named Thomas. Thomas was an investment banker, celebrated for his acumen in the world of finance. His life was a testament to relentless ambition and the pursuit of wealth, often at the cost of personal happiness and meaningful relationships. Thomas's days were a blur of meetings, phone calls, and transactions. He thrived on the adrenaline of high-stakes deals and the prestige that came with his profession. Yet, amid the whirlwind of success, he felt an insidious emptiness. Nights spent alone in his penthouse apartment, surrounded by luxurious but lifeless possessions, only deepened his sense of isolation. One brisk autumn evening, after a particularly grueling day at the office, Thomas decided to take a rare detour. Instead of heading straight home, he wandered into a quiet, tree-lined park. There, he stumbled upon an elderly man playing a weathered guitar under a canopy of golden leaves. The man's music was simple but soulful, and it drew a small, appreciative crowd. Intrigued, Thomas approached and struck up a conversation. The man introduced himself as Samuel, a retired music teacher who now played in the park for the joy of it. Thomas was struck by Samuel's serenity and genuine contentment, qualities that seemed worlds apart from his own restless existence. "Why do you play here?" Thomas asked, genuinely curious. "You could be earning money with your talent." Samuel smiled gently. "I've spent my life teaching and playing music. Now, I play for myself and for those who care to listen. It brings me joy and peace." Thomas found himself returning to the park frequently, drawn by Samuel's music and the quiet wisdom he imparted through their conversations. Over time, they became friends, and Samuel's perspective on life began to seep into Thomas's consciousness. One evening, as they sat on a bench watching the sunset, Samuel shared a story from his past. He spoke of his younger days when he too had chased after success and recognition, only to realize that true happiness lay in the simple, often overlooked aspects of life. "I used to believe that the more I had, the happier I'd be," Samuel said. "But I learned that contentment comes from appreciating what you already have and finding joy in the present moment." Thomas pondered Samuel's words long after they parted ways. He started to question the choices he had made and the life he had built. His relentless pursuit of wealth had brought him material success, but it had also cost him dearly in terms of personal fulfillment and genuine connections. One fateful day, Thomas faced a critical juncture in his career. He was offered a partnership in his firm, a position that promised even greater wealth and power but demanded even more of his time and energy. As he sat in his office, contemplating the offer, he felt an overwhelming sense of copyright vu. It was the same hollow pursuit he had been trapped in for years. In a moment of clarity, Thomas declined the partnership. Instead, he decided to take a sabbatical, something he had never done before. He used the time to reconnect with himself and the world around him. He traveled to places he had always wanted to visit, spent time with family and old friends, and even took up hobbies he had long neglected. During his sabbatical, Thomas discovered a love for painting. What started as a casual interest soon became a passion. He found solace and expression in his art, a stark contrast to the rigid, profit-driven world of finance. His paintings, filled with vibrant colors and serene landscapes, reflected the inner transformation he was undergoing. As the months passed, Thomas felt a profound shift within himself. He realized that success was not measured by wealth or status but by the quality of one's life and the relationships one nurtured. He understood the importance of balance and the quiet virtue of contentment that Samuel had spoken of. Upon his return to the city, Thomas made significant changes to his life. He resumed his work in finance but with a new perspective. He no longer chased after every lucrative deal but chose projects that align with his values and brought positive impact. He dedicated time to his art, often exhibiting his paintings in local galleries and using the proceeds to support community programs. Thomas also reconnected with Samuel, who continued to play his guitar in the park. Their friendship deepened, and Thomas often joined him, sharing stories and music with the small crowd that gathered. Samuel's presence remained a grounding force, a reminder of the simple joys and profound truths that life offered. Years later, Thomas's life was a testament to the power of choice and the pursuit of true fulfillment. He had found a balance that eluded many, blending his professional expertise with his personal passions and values. His art became well known, not for its technical brilliance but for the emotion and tranquility it conveyed. One evening, as Thomas and Samuel sat in the park, an unexpected visitor approached. It was a young man, dressed in a sharp business suit, carrying the same air of urgency and ambition that Thomas once had. He introduced himself as Alex, a junior banker seeking advice. "I've heard about you, Mr. Thomas," Alex began. "Your career, your art, your balance, it's inspiring. How did you do it? How did you find true happiness?" Thomas looked at Samuel, who smiled knowingly. Turning back to Alex, he said, "It wasn't easy, and it took time. But I learned that success without fulfillment is hollow. Find what brings you joy, value the present, and seek balance. True happiness comes from within, from appreciating life's simple moments and the choices we make." As Alex listened intently, Thomas realized he had come full circle. His journey, filled with its ups and downs, had led him to a place of peace and purpose. He had discovered the quiet virtue of contentment, a lesson he now passed on to others. In the bustling metropolis, Thomas's story became a beacon for those seeking more than just success. It reminded them that life's true riches lay in the moments of joy, the bonds we form, and the peace we find within ourselves. And so, the legacy of Thomas and Samuel lives on, a testament to the enduring power of contentment and the beauty of a life well lived. This story emphasizes the importance of balance, contentment, and finding true fulfillment beyond material success. It illustrates how personal choices shape our lives and the impact of embracing simple joys and meaningful relationships. I hope you enjoyed the story. If you enjoyed, then please like and share this video, and don't forget to subscribe our YouTube channel. Thank you for watching.